Hi everyone, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm here to show you the things that I got in February, so my February haul. I'm really excited to share with you what I have got, and yeah, I'm just going to jump right into it. So the first thing was actually a free illustration that I just printed out today, and it's by an artist called Agota Pop Illustration or Agota Pop, and I follow her on Instagram on both of these accounts, and she has some wonderful illustrations, and I wanted to try this one out, see what I think. And it's a free spring illustration that you can get on her website. So if you click the link in the bio of her Instagram, it takes you to her website, and then you can click on free colouring pages and get this one. There is also a Christmas one as well, which I think was an advent calendar or something very close to this. So the thing that appeals to me about this is that, you know, it is small pictures and you could very easily just colour them one by one, and then you'll end up with the whole picture finished. So I'm hoping to get to it either this month or next month. This month being March, by the way, you know, because it's springtime. And I think it's a really gorgeous illustration. So she also has an Etsy shop as well. So if you're interested in checking out more of her illustrations, again, you can find it on her website. So that is a free illustration that I got, and I'm looking forward to colouring it at some point. Okay, so moving on to the two books that I got this month. The first one is Fragile World by Kirby Roseanne. So I'm so excited to have finally got this book. It did arrive, and I actually have two copies because one of them is going to be featured as part of my giveaway when I reach 3,000 subscribers, which I'm fairly close to. So if you haven't subscribed but you're regularly watching my videos, I'd really appreciate you subscribing, because as part of my giveaway you could be winning yourself a copy of Fragile World. So I have started a picture in this. I've started this one. This is the polar bear page, and I did show this on my completed pages, and this is a buddy colour with the wonderful Effie colours. So I've started with the Northern Lights, and then I'm planning on carrying on with it. So hopefully it shouldn't take me that long, because the polar bear won't need that much shading. But I'm really looking forward to carrying on with it, and I think this book is absolutely gorgeous. It's been everywhere. I'm sure you've seen it. It's wonderful. And as I said in my 10 untouched books to colour tag, I just really like the fact that Kirby has really pulled back on all of the, you know, doodles and things like that. It's just the animal and the surroundings, its habitat, which I think is lovely. So I'm really looking forward to doing more in this, and the paper is exactly the same. It's wonderful. I use Zest It Blend quite a lot, which is a blending solution, and I find it works really well. And I think I used Prismacolor for this, so it works brilliantly with lots of different pencils, but especially wax pencils. So yeah, that's Fragile Worlds and the two copies. So stay tuned for my giveaway. When I reach 3,000 subscribers, I will be doing that video for you, which is really exciting. And the other book that I got this month was a brand new one that came out in kind of the middle of February. And this is the Circle of Life colouring book by Melpomene Chatzipanegitu. I hope I'm saying that right. This, I only recently found out that it was coming out, and the lovely Sue very generously bought it for me, and I'm really excited to get started in this. I have two buddy colours coming up in this book, which is really exciting. So I'm really interested to see what I think of it, what I can come up with. It's amazing. If you haven't seen this book, I strongly recommend going to see some flip throughs and purchasing it, because it's amazing. I think people in the US have to wait another month or so for it to come out, but it's out here in the UK. And I think, as I said in one of my other videos, it's the same paper and format and quality as Kirby's books, and I think the amount of pages is exactly the same as well. I think there's 96 pages, which is pretty much the same as his. So you're getting a lot. And when it was on Amazon, when I saw it, it was £5, which was half price, and it's such good quality. So definitely worth picking up this one. You'll be seeing this quite a lot on my channel probably. Okay, the next thing was kind of my main purchase for this month, I guess, and it was a few new paints. So I got these Calero Pearl Colour paints from my uncle, aunt and cousins for my birthday, and I have been loving them so much. This set is, I don't really know what they call it. It's kind of, they don't list it as a travel set, but there's something about it that's slightly different because the actual pans are a bit smaller than the original ones. So I thought that this set, which was the reason I had it on my wish list, was really good because you actually got more colours for the exact same price as you would have got for 6. So that was why it appealed to me in the first place. And also you get a really good range of colours. You may not be able to tell, but all of these ones that look white actually have a shift of a different colour. So this one's clear, and then yellow, pink, purple, blue and green. So when they show up on paper, you do actually see the colour. And then these lovely deeper colours as well. So that was a set that I got a few months ago, and I've been loving it so much. And so I went on to a website called Paper Story, I think, and they sell all of these paints individually. And there was one in particular that I was really interested in getting, and I'd seen it, and it was a pure glitter paint, which was kind of like your Wink of Stella type effect. You know, it gives a shimmery clear effect, so you can paint over anything and it still shows the colour underneath. So I had really wanted to get that one, and then I wanted to kind of build a palette up. So this is a palette of that can fit 12 in, and you can buy the palettes as well. So I did get one of these, and they're not too expensive for the amount you know, that you can fit in, which is really good. So I thought for now I'd start with 6, and then I can always build up my set. So I tried to pick colours that would complement the ones I already had. I didn't want to have any colours that were too similar, so I tried to go for some more unusual colours, and I'm really happy with the ones I went for in the end. I have a pipette here because it's always really handy to just put water onto them, and then I was actually using these cotton buds to get a glittery effect for one of the pages, which I'll show you. So yeah, as I said, this can fit 12, and the colours I ended up going for were M021 Stardust, which is the pure glitter, and I'll show you a swatch in a minute, Copper Pearl M003, Moon Gold M650, Rose M006, Lavender M014, and Pistachio M042. So these ones are all kind of pearlescent, so that's the traditional composition of the paints, I think. This is the only pure glitter one that I know of, but I did contact them, and Calero did get back to me, and they said that there were a few other colours which had more glitter in than others. And actually I think this Moon Gold one is quite glittery, but I can't remember the exact colours, but they said there were a few more that were really glittery. So this is the swatch of all of them together. I don't really know why I swatched it on a random piece of paper, but I'll probably swatch them again in my swatch book. So maybe quite hard to see, but I've kind of put all of the lighter ones on this side and then all of the darker ones on this side. So the new colours are this one here, which you can't really see very well, but it's clear and it doesn't have any pearlescent colour in it, which is why it's lighter, but hopefully you'll be able to see it on my pictures that I'll show you in a minute. The Copper Pearl is the one right underneath it, so it's got a really lovely kind of pink yellow tinge to it. And then we have the Moon Gold one here, so it's a really lovely light yellow. Pistachio is right at the bottom there, the rose one's there, and the lavender one is there. So a really lovely selection, and I was so pleased that there weren't any that were too similar, because it means that I've grown a really lovely set now. So just to show you, this is the rose colour, and this is what it looks like when you add the glitter. So hopefully you can see that it's a bit more glittery and obviously lighter because I've watered it down. But I've been using these so much, and I'm going to show you the pages that I have used them on. And I've been using the tin to mix them a lot as well, which is great. So the pages that I mainly used them on was firstly a postcard from Clara Markova's I Believe in Fairies, and I did show this in my completed pages, but I used the clear glitter on the fairy's wings. I think you can see that a bit better now. So as you can see, it really does just go on really well, and it gives that lovely glittery effect. And personally, I prefer this paint to the Wing Stella because the glitter doesn't rub off. So once it's dried, it's dry, and you do get the occasional bit of glitter, but it doesn't spread to any other part of the page, which I think is fantastic. So the glitter sets more. So yeah, that's that. And I did also put it on the wings slightly there as well. It's mostly just picking up the glaze actually, but I really enjoyed using them on this, and that worked really well. And then I did test out the other paints a lot on this page from Beyond the World Fairytale Colouring by Eri. And again, you will have seen this in my completed pages if you watched that video. So this has a lot of the other paints. I'm trying to remember exactly which ones were which. So we have on these darker green bits, that's the pistachio. And again on this darker green bit, I used almond up on these snowflakes. I'm not sure if I used rose. I used, oh yeah, I did use rose. All of the middles of these snowflakes as well. I didn't use absolutely all of them because I felt that actually the pencil work did quite a lot of the work in terms of the colours I was looking for, but I did really enjoy using them, and I was really pleased that it didn't make the page buckle at all. And this paper is a bit thicker than the other Eri books because it's the Japanese edition, but yeah, I was really happy with them, and I only did one layer and they showed up really well. They're really opaque, so yeah. Oh, and I did also use the pure glitter one on these swirls. Yeah, so you can kind of see that there, and then I did outline it in the Jelly Roll glaze. So the bit of the page where I was using the cotton buds was I watered down some of the pure glitter one and then kind of dabbed it on to get little circle effects for this dress. So that was really interesting. I layered up a lot of things for this. So I first went in with my glitter paint, and then I circled the dots with white gel pen, and then went over with a Jelly Roll silver metallic gel pen and a Uniball Signo silver, because they're actually quite different, those gel pens, and then more white gel pen. So quite a lot of layering process for those gel pens, but really worth it. So yeah, they were just examples of how I've used the paints, and I'm really looking forward to using them more because they're absolutely fantastic and I'd really recommend them. I think each of the paints were $3.75 each, and then the pan was about £4, which was, I think there was only about 80p difference between buying a pan that would fit 6 and one that would fit 12. So I thought I would just save money, you know, when I decide to get more next time. I don't have to then buy a new pan. So yeah, that was my paints that I got. So I absolutely love them. They're amazing. So the next thing that I got was actually another free item. And this was a tester from Derwent. So I found out about this on Colour My World, and you can actually go onto Derwent, and I think it's the drop down bar or the menu bar, you can click free sample and then choose a pencil that you would like to try. So you do have to sign up to their mailing list, but not a problem for me. I'm always happy to hear about new things, and I wanted to try Pro Colour because in the past, ages and ages ago, I did get a few Coloursoft, and I wasn't the biggest fan of them, but I do still have them lying around somewhere. I don't think I've ever really used them on a colouring page. And I have tried Inktense before. I really like those, and I have tried actually Derwent Artist. I've got a few of those, but I find them quite hard. And I wanted to try the Pro Colours because I've heard mixed things about them actually, and I do really like the look of the colour palette that the 72 colours come in, and they're very good value on Colour Pencil Shop as well. So I thought I'd give one a try for free, and then if I like them I can start building up the collection slowly. I probably won't end up getting all of them. I might just get a few more of the obscure colours. So yes, the free one that I got was the Dark Indigo number 35. I don't know if the colour you get varies or whether everybody gets the same colour depending on the set. So yeah, I can't answer that because I don't know. But yeah, I got the dark indigo and I'm really pleased with this colour because I know I'm going to be using it a lot in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, because the main basis of the colour for the butterfly is actually a dark indigo type colour in the middle of the butterfly, and then it goes from blue to purple to orange to yellow, so it kind of blends out. So I did swatch it out for you, and I've put next to it the dark indigo from the Polychromos so that you can see the difference between the two. So the dark indigo from the Polychromos is on the left and the Pro Colour one is on the right. And you can see from this that this has a lot more kind of black in it. It's a lot darker, and to be honest, I think this is more of an indigo. The dark indigo from the Pro Colours is kind of still an indigo, but it's got more of a brighter, vibrant blue hint to it. And it's kind of like helio blue reddish, but a darker version of that from the Polychromos. That at least is what it's like for me. So they're very different, which I'm pleased about. So I can use them in conjunction with each other really well. So I think the barrels are pretty much the same sort of size. I think the Derwent one might be a bit bigger. But overall, this took about a week and a half to get to me, and you know, it's free. It's always worth trying out, and I think it's something really good that Derwent are doing. It's a UK company, so I think you can still get a free one even if you're overseas. But it was brilliant, and I really like how they're made. I think they're really easy to work with. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. And then I had to go and get a present for my dad for his birthday. And in the town that we went to, the WHSmith was open, and I was actually needing to get a new Unipin pen because it had run out. So I did manage to get that. I was worried that they might not have it because they used to do a huge selection of open stock pens that you could get, but I didn't know because of COVID whether they would have you know, not had them available, but they did, which was great. So these are the Unipin fine liners. And I have a mixture of these ones and the Statler fine liners that I use for drawing, and generally I just really like them. So I picked up a 0.2, and then I also got a Cotman watercolour in Ivory Black because the gouache that I have in my palette that I use my Arteza gouache with has completely dried up. And they didn't have any gouache, but I do use watercolour a lot, so I thought this would be a good substitute. I've never used the Cotman watercolours in this way before, so I generally prefer tubed watercolours anyway, so I'm excited to put that into my palette and see how it turns out. And then I also got a Uniball Signo Copper, or actually it's bronze. These are the gel pens. So I have the other 3 colours that come in this sort of style. So they do have a lot more metallic colours and glitter colours in this same style, but these do kind of go as a set together. So I was realising the other day that I didn't actually have that many pens that were kind of copper coloured, and I never really use it in my pages, but I want to because I actually really like the colour. So the white isn't my favourite. I didn't get all of these in one go, by the way. I only got the copper one. But I find that overall the pens are really good as a brand. So they're definitely worth trying because they are fantastic. So that is the Uniball Signo Copper Bronze Gel Pen. And the final thing I have to show you is a small colour pencil shop order. I very much needed quite a few of these pencils as I'm running quite low on them. The main 3 that I needed were these Prismacolors, so it's Blush Pink, Pink and Light Peach, PC 928, PC 929 and 927. So these I did have in my original 72 set, and then since I've gone through loads of them. So I think these are probably my 3rd pencil of each now. So yeah, they're my Prismacolors that I got. They're always really, really good value on the Colour Pencil Shop. I highly recommend it. I then needed another Polychromos cream, which was actually the reason that I needed to do the order because I was desperately running low on it. I've got this tiny one here, which I'm still using because I'm I want to get it as small as I can. And then I do also have another short stubby one somewhere. And then I am slowly building up my collection of Pablo pencils by Caran d'Ache. I did get, I think, one last month. Yeah, it was this one, the green, the lime green. So I got a few more. I got brownish orange, which is a colour that loads of people use, and it's really unusual and I really like it. So I wanted to test it out, and it's kind of got mostly brown in it, but I do see where it's coming from with the orange, because it kind of has a different tint to it. It's a very unusual brown colour and I love it. I love finding new unusual colours. And then the other one I got was Bordeaux red, and I'm really into my violets and red colours like this at the moment. It's not a bright red, which I like. It's got quite a lot of pink in it, and I didn't really know with these what they would be like. I kind of went on a whim with them, but I knew loads of people liked the brownish orange because it was unusual. So I wanted to give those a go and add them to my small collection. So I think the Pablos, I have the 12 set, and then now I've got these three. So I think they're great pencils, and actually together they look really nice. So yeah, they are the pencils that I got from the Colour Pencil Shop. So that's everything that I have to share with you. I'm really happy to do these hauls every month for you. It's something that I was planning on doing, but last year it kind of got away with me. So yeah, it's something that I'm going to be doing every month, as I said last month. So this hopefully shouldn't be up too long after my completed pages, but I really hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye everyone.